Blue skies and echoes of the past greeted the 50th running of the Great American Race. Winning cars and drivers of many of the first 49 Daytona 500s were on hand for the festivities. But center stage was reserved for NASCAR's Car of Tomorrow, now the standard for Sprint Cup racing. Jimmie Johnson, two-time defending Cup champion, was on the pole as none other than the King, Richard Petty, waved the green flag.
Biggity, biggity, biggity! Let's go racing, boys!
The only previous Car of Tomorrow restrictor plate race was won by Jeff Gordon at Talladega. That experience, Jimmie Johnson on the pole, and the addition of Dale Earnhardt Jr. made the Hendrick team one of the heavy favorites. But another heavyweight, Joe Gibbs Racing, had switched to Toyota, and there were 9 all told in the field, including Michael Waltrip, who occupied the other front row slot.
Lead change, Michael Waltrip in front of Jimmie Johnson.
Got a little help down that back straightaway, a little bump draft from Denny Hamlin in that 11 car.
Denny Hamlin drove one of the Joe Gibbs cars. The question of Car of Tomorrow maneuverability was quickly being answered.
Hamlin sitting there, looks to me like his car is handling a little bit better than everybody else's the way he gets off a turn 2.
Hamlin dives to the inside trying to shake the draft and then comes back up top.
That's another one of those 3 wide by himself.
Yeah, you know, I thought only his teammate could do that, Kurt Busch, but I don't know.
Next, Hamlin's teammate Tony Stewart took over.
6 of 200 laps this time by. And for the first time today, Tony Stewart leads a lap. Yesterday's winner in the Nationwide Series race.
I got to just tell you that we found out from the chassis dynos after the 150s, these Toyotas are making a little more power than everybody else. And right now it looks like they're using it.
Kyle Busch was the third member of the Joe Gibbs team making noise in the early going.
Jeff Gordon wants the lead back from Kyle Busch.
He is trying to handle these 2 Joe Gibbs Toyotas by himself. Of course, that's teammates you're looking at there. Kyle Busch in the 18, Denny Hamlin in the 11.
If Gordon wants help, he's going to have to back up to get it. It's a 2.5 seconds back to Dale Earnhardt Jr., his closest teammate.
Now here's where Busch gets himself in a little bit of trouble. See how he's trying to cross over underneath his teammate for no really good reason at this point in the race. Now he's up there bumping him. I mean, that's all fun and games, but we got to try to win the Daytona 500 here, boys.
Finally, after 80 laps, the first caution of the day got everyone into the pits. Right side tires had been an issue all day, but after the restart, Mark Martin lost the 2 on the left.
Got Mark Martin in the 8 car. He's in trouble coming to 3 and 4. We're here, and a tire is down on that 8 car.
Tire down.
And Mark, who came within,
4, guys, going in 4.
Came within 100 feet of winning the Daytona 500 last year, has to make a pit stop under green.
Like Brian Vickers in the 83 car, he's coming to pit road as well. Looks like both cars will make it as we stay green.
And the big track was providing some great racing.
Wow, that middle groove is a tough place to be. Junior fights for room and fights the wheel, and they almost all got together 4 wide coming into the tri-oval.
Somebody had to give there. And Carl Edwards in the 99 said, no more, boys.
I don't feel too good about this.
That's the tensest moment we've had in 92 laps of racing so far.
160 laps in, only 2 minor cautions had slowed the pace, but that was about to change.
David Reagan hard into the wall in that AAA car.
We got about 5 or 6 cars that went down pit road, and I don't know, Matt Kenseth has some damage, but that's amazing if we only have 2 cars with damage.
Reagan, who finished 5th in his first 500 1 year ago, takes a hard hit, and his Roush Fenway teammate Matt Kenseth ends up with the worst of it.
Not much had been heard from Tony Stewart and Dale Earnhardt Jr., but with 30 laps to go, they started making some moves.
Oh, Tony goes up the hill.
He got him loose there.
Got him loose right under him, got up under him and sent him up the hill. He'll pull back over here. I'll help you out, buddy. I'm sorry.
Play nice, boys.
But look at Earnhardt Jr. use that side draft off Matt Kenseth, the slower car.
Kenseth gets way out of the way.
I don't blame him.
Stewart wants the lead back.
That's
and I think Dale owed him one after that little dust up in turn 4.
And it was only a matter of time before the inevitable occurred.
Oh, there they go, off a two.
Jimmy Johnson goes around Martin Truex. Johnson had been stuck in the middle coming by the start-finish line, what we call the sucker hole, and backing up. And he got turned around coming off turn 2 to bring out the 4th caution flag of this Daytona 500.
Under 20 laps to go, pit stops all done. Everything was on the line from here on out.
Now the first car on fresh tires is Kyle Busch in the 18. 3 wide.
Look at that. I love this
Oh,
shot.
Stewart.
Great shot.
Contact.
Oh, round goes.
There goes
Boyer.
Boyer. 7.
Hang on to it. Just hold it. Nobody's down there with you. Go, turn left. Turn left. There we go.
Caution.
All right. We'll be fine. We'll get some tires. No problem.
Ryan Newman led after the caution, but then another new leader emerged.
Ryan Newman just cannot make that car wide enough in the 12. Jeff Burton in the 31. He's going to take the lead through turn 2.
Kyle Busch
To the bottom,
right
to the
behind
top.
Biffle. Stewart is with him. Teammates ganging up as we come down to 10 to go. 4 wide. Good grief.
There
Look at
comes
that.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. in that 88 car.
I mean, it looks like a traffic jam. Oh, Mo, Blaney's up the hill. Blaney's in trouble.
And in the wall off Mark Martin.
Took Martin with him.
Caution.
Golly gee.
Richard Petty has often said the best you can do is put yourself in a position to win. Circumstances dictate the outcome. Here we go.
Jeff Burton won the Pepsi 400 back in 2000, so he knew the way to victory lane at Daytona. He just had to hold on, but after only 3 laps, trouble again.
It's the 5 car.
Casey Mears
He got a little tap going into 1.
up in the wall. Caution.
Dad, come.
For the 3rd time in 10 laps, the caution waves.
The track was quickly cleared. 3 laps to go.
Tony Stewart tried to time the start there. Kyle Busch almost flirts with that out-of-bounds line. That yellow line is out of bounds. We'll see what happens here. Jeff Burton's in the middle with no help.
And Dale Jr. hooks up with the man who's been fastest here all day, Kyle Busch. Stewart's got help from Ryan Newman.
And how about Kurt Busch in that 2 car? Roger Penske has never had a 1-2 finish in a Sprint Cup race.
And he's never won at Daytona.
Stewart's got a great car, no question about that. It's just a matter of if Kurt can get a little help.
And
Now,
Ryan jumped to the high side. Tony Stewart blocks him. Here comes Kyle Busch on the bottom.
Uh-oh, Toyota drag race, down the back, Toyota drag race.
Teammates.
Newman was trying to get help from the other blue Dodge. Now he's got it. Toyota on the inside lane. Dodge on the outside lane. Who's going to win it?
It's going to come all the way to the wire. Here they go into turn 3.
Teammates working together. 2018, 212. 12 is going to win this race. I don't believe they can catch him back to the line.
He's going to have to make it wide,
Pedal, baby,
He'll
pedal.
have to make it wide.
It's
Pedal.
the Boilermaker, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman, Roger Penske
Wow.
win the Daytona 500.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Roger Penske's first restrictor plate win and his first 1-2 finish.
And done it in style, man. 1-2.
Ryan Newman was the 32nd driver to win the Daytona 500.